We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's back, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colin Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good gain on 1st. Has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 1st down and more, ETN. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Colin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jags lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Barner. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a run for Barner. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now Point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On play action, Lawrence. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His pass caught at the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down at the 28. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blue.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They run the counter now on 1st down, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On the right side open is Gesicki. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Down to about the 22 here.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them